Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to add skins to an existing spine project. Alright, so what you see here is our spine project called Twerkers, and we have our skeleton called hip, and in that skeleton we have different bones, which if you look at the red circle highlights, which bones that these apply to, and there's a hierarchy of bones. And attached to those bones are what we call skins. And under those skins, we have images attached. Here we have our image folders. These image folders have all the different layers in it. And then we have our skins down here. Right now we have two skins. We're looking at Dixie. And as you can see, the white button basically tells you which skin is active. If I click on normal, you will see Nene. She was called normal before because, I didn't have her name before, but now I'm seeing in the Photoshop file that her name is Nene. So we have Dixie, we have Nene. If you look up here on the right under right butt cheek, you notice the file path says images/right butt cheek, because Nene, her layer files, Photoshop layer files, or PNG layer files rather, are in the images folder, and that PNG is called right butt cheek. If we switch to Dixie, you see the file path change to Frida/pink right butt cheek. It's really Dixie, but I named the folder Frida at first because I thought she was Frida by mistake, but you'll get the idea. Don't worry about it. So let's just, this here is the animations section. If you look up here, you'll see setup. If we click it, it switches to animation. And right now I have it on the default animation. And when you look, you'll see in default that she's doing, let me just put this on. This little circular arrow here is repeat. And this, of course, is play. So if I play, you'll see Dixie doing the default twerk. If we switch to Nene, same thing. She's doing the default twerk. Now, something to note here, I'm just going to increase the size a bit so you can see a little closer. Something to note here, you notice Nene's hair looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit, normally it comes all the way down here blocking her neck. But we had to change that because how Dixie was done. Apparently a part of Dixie's hair is attached to her neck. So we have to pretty much put the neck above the head instead of the head above the neck. Let me explain what I'm saying, because it might not be immediately obvious to you, but let's just dive in. There is a section called draw order. Let me just close the rest of these. So here's draw order. This determines what layer is above what. Let's look for head. Where is head? Okay, so here's the head. Right? Where is the neck? Where is the neck? Where is the neck? Why am I not seeing the neck? I know it's here. Alright, let me just move the head up. I do not want this thing on. Why is it? Okay, right. So, yeah, the neck is actually connected to the body. So I moved the head above the torso. And now what you're seeing the back of her head, and then the little, I guess, baby hairs at the back are no longer showing, which definitely is not the way she's intended to be seen. If we switch back to Nene, let's go back to Nene's on the skins. Oh, Nene should look different. What's going on here? Oh, right, the head fell back on that. Right, so this is how Nene is supposed to look. rid of the circle. Good God. So this is how Nene is supposed to look with her hair, you know, covering her neck. But if we leave her like that, wait, what is going on here? Oh, is it that it's not saving? What is happening? Draw order. Alright, let me do this again. So I move the head above the torso. Let me click. Oh, damn it. Alright, you see, that's another thing to note. I'm still in animate mode. Once you're in animate mode, you can't really mess with certain things over here. So let me just go back to setup. Alright, great. I'm glad this mistake happened so that you know you can understand. You have to be in setup mode when you're messing with the setup. You're going to animate mode when you want to move the object, move the character. So I move the head up. Nene looks normal. Dixie does not look normal. Right? Because of how the character was designed. Nene was designed with her, the head layer is supposed to be above the body, and you know, all her hair blocks her neck. But Dixie was designed with some of her hair attached to her neck, so the neck has to be above the head. In this case, since most of the other characters are set up like Dixie, we're just gonna have to compromise and live with, you know, Nene having this kind of, I guess, mushroom style hairstyle. You know, something you can feel like, something if you feel like correcting, you can correct, but that's just the way it is for now. Anyway, the purpose of this video is not to really break down the character per se, but I just wanted to give you some basics first off. You know, moving your character is fairly straightforward. You have to pay attention to your auto keying. If you leave auto keying on, any movement you put in stays. If you don't leave auto keying on, then any movement you make will not stick. You have to manually use these keys to set the keyframe. These markers here are frame marks, and these little diamonds here are keyframes. So just going to show you something, and I'm not going to save it. But if I move this arrow here to 5, and I say at frame 5, I want her arm to move. If I don't auto key it, we have this on rotate right now. These are important. Rotate. Let me just rotate something. I'm going to rotate her upper arm. Allows you to rotate her arm. You can rotate her forearm. You can rotate her wrist. Alright? Translate is actually just moving it. Moving the bone and that body part. There you go. You see it's moving. Now, I haven't set the keyframe. So look what happens when I move out of the keyframe. I move back to that frame. The movement does not stick. How do I get it to stick? Alright, let me just go back to rotate. How you get it to stick is simple. You grab that arm, you rotate it, and then right here you see that the key is yellow. When the key is yellow, what it's telling you is that you have changed something in the structure or the character's position. So you've changed the animation, but it is not keyed yet. When I click it and it goes red, it is keyed. You see the little diamond here that shows up? That means it is keyed. What does it mean to be keyed? It means that the animation that you just made, moving the arm, that will be recorded. So notice I move and the arm moves. The arm moves. Now, I'm going to undo that because we don't want that keyframe. There, it's gone. Now, if I auto key, what it means is any movement I do sticks. Notice this instantly goes red. I don't have to click it again. It's been moved. This is the fastest way to animate. But sometimes you might make a movement and you don't want it to stick, and that's going to cause you to have to be undoing all the time. So you choose which method you use. Let me just undo that. So I've gone over some preliminaries. You know, this might still be a little bit confusing to you because the interface is not very straightforward directly. You know, you have to kind of get used to it, and once you get used to it, it becomes easier. But it shouldn't be hard for, you know, a pilot or something like that. Anyway, let us go now into how do we add skins to an existing project. All right, so we have Be Free here. I'm going to just show you, we have all these different groups, and all these different groups are different characters. We already have Dixie in. Right, we already have Dixie in. We are going to be doing, well, I already did Dixie Pink as well, but I'm going to be showing you Be Free. So here's Be Free. What we have to do, we have to go to File, Scripts, Browse, and then we look for this file, which I've put in the Google Drive under, it's under Assets currently, but I should probably move it to Spine Animations. I'll put a copy there. But Photoshop layers to Png.Jsx, you can find it online free, and what this does is it separates the layers into PNGs. Watch. So I click load, and then we have these options here. So make sure that right layers as PNG is selected and right spine JSON. I am not sure what these other things mean. I should mess with them one day, but I don't want to mess with them now because I don't want to add any extra work at this point in time. I just want to finish this project. So I'm going to put in Be Free as the folder, and it's in my Twerk round 2. Clicking OK, and we're going to wait. You're going to see some activity on the screen, and that activity on the screen is basically the Photoshop and the script processing the layers into PNG. It's taking a little while. There you go. Now you can see it breaking down the layers. If you even look on this side, you see stuff moving over in the layers panel. It might be moving slow because I'm screen capturing. Okay, so when you see the character come back in full form, the script has pretty much done doing what it's doing. Let's go look for it. What did we say we named it? Be Free. Where is Be Free? I am not seeing Be Free. Is it finished? Oh, right. I'm not in Twerk round 2. Oh, there's Be Free. Alright, you know what? I did not want it to save there. My bad. Let me just move it from there. I want to keep all the files in the same place. Let me just get rid of this folder. This folder makes no sense to keep. Now, notice here I have in this Twerk round 2 folder all these different folders. If I go back to Spine, I'm going to show you those folders here in Spine as well. Here on the images, when I click, these are the same folders. Notice Be Free now shows up. But before we go into what's in Be Free, let me just double click here. There you see all the layers have been broken down into PNGs. All of them. And there should be a JSON file, but I am so not seeing this JSON file right now. Not sure why. Let's see. That's the thing, you have to kind of be careful with where you tell Spine to save your files. It's not here. Where is it? Okay, I do not see the JSON file. That is rather weird. Well, you know what? Let's just keep it moving. Alright, so how do we add this as a skin? Let me show you. Now, remember I told you about the skeleton, and the skeleton is called hip. And when you open it and when you drill down in the branches, you see these orange puzzle pieces. These orange puzzle pieces means that you are considering, or you're putting a skin under these bones. Right? This indicates that any image attached to this is a skin. This has already been set up from before. You know, you can go on YouTube and look up tutorials for this. But what we have to do now that I've shown you that, we are going to go down. Let's close images for a second. We're going to go down to skin. Right click on, oh, sorry, here more right click. So you expand skins, click on skins, and you see here new skin. You're going to click new skin. We're going to name it Be Free. Click OK. And there you see Be Free shows up as a skin. We're not done yet, because as you can see, Be Free is active, but Be Free is empty. So what are we going to do with Be Free? Alright, let's go. Now, once Be Free is active, it means that we can go ahead. You notice now the images have disappeared from under these skin placeholders. That is because for Be Free, there are no images attached to the skin placeholders. So I'm just going to start with waist. So let's go down to images, and we go down to the Be Free folder, and I'm going to look for the waist or the hip. There we go. So here's waist. What I have to do is grab waist, drag. Why are you embarrassing me? Oh, yep. Because we are in animate mode and not setup mode, I can't drag. I'm glad these mistakes are happening, because, you know, this might happen to you. So we go to setup. We're in setup mode. Going back down to waist. I live by the road, so that's why you're hearing the ambulance. So I'm going to drag waist up to waist. And there you see waist showing up on the screen. It is not showing up where waist is supposed to show up, and I have no clue why that's happening. The original Photoshop file, everything showed up in place. I don't know why this isn't showing up in place. Maybe that has something to do with that same JSON file we couldn't find. But I'll try with another one, and we will see if, you know, we can fix that problem. Let us just continue. So we're finished with waist. Let's just collapse it. Now we're going down to left butt bone, and we have here left butt cheek. So let us look for the left butt cheek under images, Be Free. Here's the left butt cheek. Drag it. There's the left butt cheek. You see, as you're placing them, they go green. What is next? So let's just collapse left butt bone. Open left thigh. Let's look for left thigh. Where is left thigh? There's left thigh. Under images, Be Free. Drag it up to the skin placeholder, and you see it appearing on the screen here. And for some reason, it's just not appearing in order. That's not supposed to happen. But hey, let's continue. It does make the process tedious, but we have to do what we have to do. So left calf. Let's look for left calf. There we go. Left foot. Alright, so let's just collapse that, so we can see what we're doing. Alright, so this is what, right butt bone, right butt cheek. Right butt cheek to right butt cheek. Collapse that. right thigh. Where are you? Right thigh, right thigh, right thigh. Right thigh. There we go, right thigh. Right calf. Right calf, where are you? Where are you, right calf? Right calf, rather. Arr. Right calf, right here. What did I do? Cancel. Right calf, go up there. There you go. Right foot. Let's get the right foot placed on here. Where are your right foot? Show your face, right foot. There you go. Right foot to right foot. Great. And now we're doing the left arm. Left arm, where are you, left arm? Left arm, oh, I think the arms are on the torso because they're connected to the torso. So let's go on the torso and see. Well, first of all, let's just add the torso, eh? So we're dragging torso to torso. Sorry about that accent, I'm sure it was horrible. Head to head. Head to head, head to head, head to head. Where are you, head? I see head copied too. Could that be the head? Let's drag it and see. It looks that way. To move the screen like this, hold on the right mouse button and just drag the cursor so you can see things better. Alright, what's next? What's next? Let's see what's red. What's red is what's left. So, bam. Do we have any ponytails? I don't know if we have any ponytails, so we can probably leave that out. Right ponytail, left upper arm. Okay, so left upper arm bone, left arm to left arm. This is why it's important to make sure the names are similar so you can find things easily. Left forearm, where are you? There we go. Left forearm to left forearm. Left hand bone. Left hand to left hand. I think we can collapse that now. Yep, we can collapse that. Let's open the right upper arm. Where's the right arm? Let me just expand everything. Right arm to right arm. Right arm to right arm. Right forearm to right forearm. Right forearm to right forearm. Right hand to right hand. And now all of them are green. We have all our assets on the screen. But as you can see, they're jumbled. So we now have to go in and fix that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just drag these things where I think they're supposed to go. And hopefully they line up. Make sure I'm in setup mode. Yes, I am. And we're going to click pose. When we click pose, it deactivates the transform mode and just lets us pose things. So I have images selected. Let me select the waist. So this allows me to, where's the waist? What is going on? Oh, it switched back to rotate, right? So pose, grab the, why does it keep switching to rotate? Pose, do I need to click this? Let me check. Nope, that's not it. Pose, and then what? What if it's translate? Let's check and see. Oh, okay, my bad, I guess it's translate. So I'm going to line the torso up with the torso bone. If you notice, this is shaped like a human being. This is the spine or the back. This is the head. These are the ponytails. Upper arms, forearms, hand, butt cheeks, thighs, calves, foot. So we are lining up as best as possible. the torso with that spine. And how do we know where exactly to put it? I'm just lining up the shoulder blades with the top of the arm bones, hoping for the best. Let me grab the waist now, and we are just going to line it up so that one, it matches the torso. It's kind of in line with the butt cheeks. Yeah, this is kind of a poor method, but this is what I have to do because I'm not sure why the things are not lining up. Alright, let me just grab the head, bring the head down roughly into place. That looks in place. Let me just grab the feet so I can get these things out of the way. We can just align them later. I'll just make them touch the bottom line. Touch the bottom line. Is this the calf? This looks like the calf. The calf might not be lined up. We will probably have to line it up, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Let me just look back on the Photoshop file to see how she's aligned. Right, so that calf's gonna have to be turned in just a bit. No, actually it won't. We just have to drag. Yeah, we'll have to just align it to the bone. We'll do that in a bit. Let's just drag down all the parts. Keep things as evenly as possible, and as we adjust for the bones, we'll just fix things. So put the butt cheeks where we think they should go. Upper arm where we think it should go. Wait, there's an upper arm missing. Why is there an upper arm missing? Alright, let's just get everything in place. Forearm, hand. Alright, as you can see, some things are out of alignment, but we will put them in alignment soon. What is missing? Where's the right forearm, right foot, right hand, right arm, right. I'm just trying to find the right upper arm. I'm not seeing it here for some strange reason. No, right arm is here, so then where is... Right arm, right arm, right arm. Be free. Okay, for some strange reason the right arm is oh, okay, no. What the hell? Why is the right arm invisible? Oh, okay. The right arm was not centered here. Strange. Alright, so we roughly have B free lined up. Just need to get these over. So what I'm going to do here is now I'm going to select rotate this calf, translate the calf, trying to get it lined up as much as possible with the leg. Well, I'm actually trying to line it up with the bone, really and truly. I think why the misalignment is happening is because of how the default stance is. Fix that. Alright. Just tweaking. Is that? No, that doesn't look right. Let's translate a little bit more. Rotates. Alright, let's work with that for now. Back on the Photoshop file. Alright, a little bit of that's supposed to show. If when we move this, something doesn't look right, we just have to just adjust accordingly. It's too much. Probably halfway to rotation. Sorry if I sound low. If I sound low, it's just because I'm deliberating. Okay, he or she looks lined up now. Let me check in animate mode. I'm sure some things are gonna be out of place, but the default twerk is never really hard to, line up. You can see a little bit of breakage here because the joint is a little bit broken out of the thigh. Looks fine here. The butt looks a little bit high to me, so I'm going to just stop, go back to setup. Am I in the right mode? I'm in the right mode. Pause. Grab the butt. Bring the butt down a tad. And grab the other butt. Bring it down about the same tad. And we said that this was a little off, so let us translate this a little to the right. Back to animate. Let that run. The butt looks okay now, I think. Yeah, I think the butt looks okay now. This foot is still breaking out, in my opinion. So stop animation, go back to setup mode, pause. Let me rotate just a little bit. That's too much rotation. Oh, this is such a pain, but hey. Actually, let's rotate like so, translate like so. No, that makes no sense. Rotate, translate. Just trying to find a good position for this calf. Let's go back. Okay, that don't look bad. Okay, so the default twerk looks fine now. Now we have to check the other animations to make sure that it's not breaking. Let me just collapse these so they're not in the way. In fact, let's just collapse everything. Collapse images, expand animations, and let's go to drop and bounce. Play. Oh, something is broken here. What is broken here? Oh, right. I think I know what the hell the deal is. As you can see, she's broken up. So let's go in, go to setup. And let's start with the arms. The arms are broken up because they're not in line with the bones. We just have to go in, rotate. To get it in line with the bones, translate. And again, the reason why this is like this is because in the storyboards, the default, the character has to be set like this where their arms are in, but the Photoshop drawings aren't. The Photoshop drawings are spread out so that you can see the entire character. So let us just translate. Now I'm going to have to make the thigh and butt disappear so that I can see the alignment properly for the hand. Butt. Thighs, where are you thighs? The thighs would not be in the torso. The thighs would be here. Am I still seeing stuff? Oh, that's because I'm just hiding the bone. I think I'm supposed to go down to the images. So let me just go down to images. Images. Ah, there we go. No, it's not images. How do I make these things disappear again? Okay. Alright, so I have to actually click the placeholder for the skin. So let this butt cheek disappear. That's the left butt cheek. And where are the thigh bones? Left thigh bone disappear. Oh, I need to make the waist disappear. Where did I? Oh, waist disappear. Waist disappear. Alright. Zooming in. Okay, it looks aligned, but let's just align these things a little bit better. Actually looks like a pretty decent alignment per se. You might see me speed the video up here. Haven't decided yet. If you see speed up, then you know I've decided to. Alright, now that the left arm is aligned properly, I need to bring back the left butt and thigh and waist. No, I don't need to bring back the waist. Oh, left butt, where are you? Left thigh, there we go. Collapse you. Right thigh, right butt, disappear. Where are you? Right thigh, right thigh, right thigh, right thigh. Where are you? Ah, there we go. Feels like it's so hard to see these things when there's so many of them. Alright. Pose. Grab the hand. Drag it over. Rotate it to align it. Translate it to get it in the right position. Alright. Let us bring back the waist. Make it active so we can see it. Make the right butt cheek active so we can see it. And make the right thigh active so we can see it. Zoom back out, and we're going to just test the animation to make sure the arms are working correctly. Alright, so the arms are working correctly. Excellent. Now we need to get the knees right. That is the tricky part. So what we're looking at here, we're seeing that the one thigh seems to be higher than the other, or is it because the knee is higher on one, it looks so weird. But the knees are definitely higher than the thighs, which therefore might mean that this might mean that maybe it's a taller character, I don't know, but this might mean that the calf is either a bit long or the calf is positioned too high up. Let's stop this, go into setup mode and see if that is really the case. So we're going to go to pose. I'm going to drag this calf down, and it does look like the calf is positioned too high, because let's go back to the Photoshop. Alright, let's go back here. So remember what I was saying earlier about we might have to cover up this little white sockish looking line. Let's zoom in here. So what we're seeing now is this is a little bit out of alignment, so we will have to rotate just a little bit, not too much, because we're going to have to translate as well to get things lined up really properly. Alright, looks okay enough. Back to the animation mode. Still high, but it looks like it's getting low. Let me put this. Let's go back to setup mode. I'm just going to drag it down a lot because I want to see how the knee reacts when I go into animate mode. It's lower, but now it is too far to the right. We need to get it back over to the left. We need to figure out what will help that out. It has to do with where the bone is centered on this particular image. Let me just directly center it and see. It's getting closer. Let me come across here. Alright, so you can see the knees coming over to the left, so we know we're heading in the right direction with the calf. Why this foot set so? So we'll fix that. Okay, so how I'm gonna go about fixing this one is I'm gonna shift stuff around a little bit. Just needs to rotate just a little bit, right? Nice, nice. I'm going to rotate you a bit. So, great. See that? That is nice alignment. Nice alignment. Alright, I'm sorry, it's bugging me that something is bugging me here. I don't like how this foot is off the ground. Let me see if that's a setup problem. I don't think so. This looks pretty aligned. Let me just drag it down a bit. I don't like dragging it below this line here because this line is what I use as a reference for the foot to know that the foot is in the right place at all times. But it does work out, so I guess I'm gonna just have to do that. It's meant to be this way anyway. See, it's harder to judge when you have no line to judge with, but hey, let's just work around this and fix this thing. We just need to fix this thing. Get you over here, because we need you centered properly. We need you centered properly. We need you rotated properly. Let me see what happens now. A little bit strange. Let's see. Back into setup. Yeah, this is a long, tedious process. It's the nature of animation. Let's translate over this leg a little bit and maybe rotate the calf a little bit. Setup. Let's just translate the calf all the way over here. Setup, animation. Alright, the knee looks nicely aligned now, but it's not aligned here, so we need to just take a look at the thighs just to make sure the thighs are in the Same position on both sides. Something is not matching up for me. I'm just not sure what it is. Just does not look right. Alright, let me rotate the thigh out more. Translate it just a little bit. That look right.
From the shovels. You don't read the school books so you can get ahead of your class. When I was at school, I read all my books, from front to back, twice before school even started. Stephanie, I had to study really hard to get where I was in. I didn't have a thing growing up. I had to work harder than everyone else to get what I wanted. Look at that. You get to have all the opportunities you have today. Just want the best for you. I for you to reach even further than I was able to.
I know, Mommy. You've told me a million times before. I've read all my school books already from last year and twice this summer alone. I'm ahead of my whole year. All the time. And time to relax. I'm sure you had your fun even though you worked so hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Trust me when I say I'll be fine. My
Kind of
schoolwork is
annoying,
the
eh?
last thing you need to worry about.
Good girl. Remember in this family, we accept nothing but the best.
Mommy, I can ask you something?
Of course, anything.
There's this guy at school that I kinda like. I think but he never says anything to me. Like, I don't think he hates me, but I don't think he likes me like that. I don't really
Alright,
know
I
what
think
to
we
do.
are fixed. Let me just. Alright, let me run the animation.
How do I feel about you young boys? I just don't want it to interfere with you in your schoolwork.
I'm a straight A student. It won't.
Okay. So, you get butterflies in your stomach?
Yes.
And do you want to say?
Try another animation.
Yep.
You stutter, your hands get sweaty, and your heart starts beating really, really fast.
All of that. You get silly. Forget it, Mommy.
So I'm just trying out the different animations to see If they work fine, they seem to work fine.
No, just when I'm around him.
All you have to do is just be yourself.
And I'm checking all of them because you never know. You just never know. Yeah, this nene move is crap. You know, don't even consider it. It's just in there. I was trying to do the nene, but it's a little trickier than I thought. Split. It's the beginning of the split, so you know this is what he would call once to jump into the split. And then the middle split would be the actual split that you can just bounce in over and over. That looks fine. This is split all if we just want to see the split, how it looks in entirety. Split start. Alright, what else is there? Tilt side to side.
You see that stuff?
Alright. Twerk fail drop.
And I haven't seen her since morning. You know that scene I purchased for her, right? What?
Tilt side to side. This one looks a little weird. How do I throw this one? This one looks a little weird. Let's see if we can fix it. Twerk fail drop 2. Alright. So I'm pretty much happy. We're just going to do some more tweaks until we get it just right, and then I'm going to be doing the others. So yep, I'm just gonna stop it here. You should get the gist. So thanks for checking it out. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and check out my other videos.